All right guys, right now I'm on a bike that I've never been able to get my hands on, and I'm excited because a lot of you guys been telling me about this bike, and now I'm finally on it, getting to test ride one. I'm kind of nervous to tell you guys what it is. I'm so excited. Riding this bike so far, it's sick, and these colors on it, the color scheme is crazy. And getting on it, my first impressions was it feels just like my Specialized Status, just not as extreme with the slackness, if slackness is a word, but it feels like the Status, but how I really wanted it to feel 100%. So let me stop talking about it. Let me show you guys what I'm riding. All right guys, today we testing out the 2022 Trek/7. I'm super excited to be able to ride this bike today. I want to check it out. It's a little pricey, but with all the stuff that comes on it, let me know if you guys think it's worth the price, because in my opinion, I think it's worth the price, all things considered. But let me know what you guys think personally about this bike. So let's take a look at it. As you guys know, I'm not too technical with the bike stuff. I just like to ride them. But right here you got the RockShox Lyric fork. It's 170 millimeters of travel on the front, and then on the back you got the RockShox Deluxe Select Plus, and it's 160 millimeters of travel on the back. You got the XR5 team issue tires. These look pretty aggressive, and everything is tubeless ready, obviously, with this price range. And I think these tires will be awesome stock right out of the box. With the drivetrain, you have the Shimano Dior XT, which is awesome, and then you have the SLX cranks, which, I mean, it's okay, but I guess that's what you get in this price range. I would like to have XT cranks, but you have to pay a lot more money for those. But this is not bad at all. This color is sick also. It's got the olive green paint with the red track. So I like that color combination. That's kind of the same color as my wheelie bike, except for instead of the red, mine is gold. And the bike is retailing for, ta-da, $38.29. So it's a nice chunk of change, but we're gonna test this bike out and see how it feels. This is a size medium, and I'm about 5'8", 5'7", somewhere in there. And this bike feels perfect for me. So if you're in that height range, then I'm guessing you would probably be around the same size, unless you got longer limbs. I know some people who are shorter but have longer legs and arms than most short people, or a lot of short people. So I guess it depends on your inseam. But let's get on this bike and test it out. I don't know if you guys can hear that hub, but it sounds sick. Oh, I love that sound. But yeah, this thing feels super capable. I would love to get this on the trail. If they have one of these around the time where it's starting to get warmer and I'm still looking for a capable bike that's more like my Status, but I would rather have 29s at this point. I like the mullet setup, but it didn't really fit my riding style, so I think I'm gonna go with the 29 all the way around. And man, if I can get this Slash, that would be awesome. This thing is a little out of my price range, but it definitely feels worth it. Let's jump off this. Oh, it feels so plush. This suspension is crazy. I've never been on a bike with a Lyric fork either, so it'd be awesome to see how a Lyric reacts on the trail. One of my buddies, he has a Lyric and he loves it. Let me know what you guys think about a Lyric, or if you guys ever been on one. I don't know if they have different models of the Lyric, but if they do, let me know which one you guys have and whether or not you like it. For this to be pretty much an enduro bike, it doesn't feel like it at all with my riding position. It feels It feels like a Fuel EX, just a little bit more slack, but like it would be way more capable. I love this riding position. It feels so good. This bike feels like you can ride it even around the neighborhood like I'm doing right now and be comfortable. This bike doesn't really feel one-dimensional. If you really wanted to take this out on a bike ride off the trail, I'm pretty confident that you can do it and be comfortable with it, because I feel super comfortable right now on this bike, which sounds crazy with the bike being 170 front and 160 rear. When I hear that, I think of bikes slacked all the way out and the front wheel is way out here. But this is an awesome feeling right here. Let's see if this Slash can pass the real test though. See if it can wheelie. Oh, it feels good. After this car goes by, it's about to go down. All right, it's about to go down now. Yeah, it can wheelie. It can do it all. Nice. Yeah, the Slash can do it all, baby. It passed the wheelie test. If I can get my hands on this bike, I think I'm gonna try to get it. This is crazy. I'm really hoping that somehow, some way, I can grab this bike, because $3,800, that's not a small amount of money. Hopefully we can get back to where we can demo bikes. They still not demoing bikes at this place because it's hard to get inventory. But if I could find a place where I could demo bikes around here, I'm gonna definitely try to do it, because there's a lot of bikes out there that I want to try out. I want to try out the Ripmo AF. I want to try out some Santa Cruzes. And I want to try out a few different Trek model full suspensions, like this one, like the Trek Slash 7, the Top Fuels, and the Fuel EXs. It'll be awesome to see how those bikes feel on the trail compared to each other. But I'm loving this Trek Slash right now though. If something magically happens where I can get this bike, I think I'm gonna end up getting it. This thing is out of control. This is the first time I've ever been on a Slash, and I'm 200% impressed by it. There's one thing I just noticed though. These shifters are SLX. I don't know if I like that. I mean, it feels decent, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not really crisp like I want. I didn't notice the SLXs until now, because I just tried to switch the gears and it felt not clunky, but you know when you switch some good gears where it's like, okay, this feels good. But for this bike to be priced at this point, these shifters ain't what it is. I mean, they don't feel terrible, but being on a bike like this, you wouldn't expect it to feel the way they do. But that's something I can live with though.